We categorize this tutorial in step 5 of our sequence. This video is for Q3DC. It is a quantification tool for Slicer. To find it, go to the Modules drop-down menu, and it is located in the Quantification tab in Slicer. Click to select. This module has a couple of tabs on the left toolbar. The bottom 3 are for measurements, and the top 3 are for placing points on the models. First, under the top tab, choose the model you want to measure and hide the model you don't want to measure by clicking on the bullet point. We start with just the one model. To add landmarks, go to the next tab, and for Model of Reference, select the model you have visible and you want to measure. If you already have landmarks, you can skip this step. We don't have them, so we'll select landmarks now. Under the Connected Landmarks drop-down menu, select Create New Markup Fiducial as, rename as you wish, and click OK. Now, click Add on the left toolbar. Move your cursor to the model and click where you would like a landmark. Move them as you wish. To add another landmark, simply click Add and place another landmark where you wish. Now that we have multiple landmarks, you need to keep in mind that you can only move one landmark at a time. To move the one you do not have selected, you must select it on the left toolbar under Selected Landmark. This next step allows the user to create midpoints. To do this, simply choose the two landmarks and click Define Middle Point. This midpoint is not able to be moved or altered, and it is not visible on the Selected Landmarks tab. If you move one of the two landmarks that defines the midpoint, then the midpoint alters automatically. Once you have all the points on your model, click Calculate Distance Between Two Landmarks. This opens up the tab to provide options. Under the first drop-down, select the model you are interested in, and in the second, select the landmark you are interested in. Click Calculate, and it will start a table with all these measurements. You can go back and add any measurements to the table you would like. Click Calculate, to add another model, you must select it, and create a landmark. And then you'll be able to make measurements between the two models. You can choose where you want to export the table to, and this will allow you to save the file. You can see here we have the .csv file, and it opens in Excel. The next tab allows you to measure angles. Click Calculate Angle Between Two Lines, and from the top tab, select the models you want to work with. You can select in the same way as before, where you select the model in the first drop-down on the left, then the landmark on that model in the second drop-down on the right. When you select the points, the two lines appear. Now, you need to choose which option interests you. You can select all three or select just one, depending on your preference. Click Calculate, and once again the table appears with all the measurements. You can add more to this table by selecting more points and clicking Calculate. If you choose not to select one option, it simply doesn't appear in the table. You can export this table to become a file in the same way as we showed before. The last tab calculates distances between a point and a line. To completely clear the lines, we actually select None for connected landmarks under Connected Landmarks and close that tab. First, we select the two landmarks that compose the line. We select in the same way by selecting the model, then selecting the landmark on the model. For the landmark, select the point. Click Calculate, and this works by giving you the distance between the 2 points, and you can calculate the angles. You can export in the exact same way. You can save your Fiducia list to work in another session by clicking Save in the upper left corner, and make sure the check mark for the Scene file is selected. Select a directory and save them as you wish. If you close the scene, you can then open it by just loading the scene, and it will load everything. And you can work on it just like where you left off. You can add another point, make new measurements, and do what you would like. That's it for Q3DC. Hope you enjoyed watching.